Alright, I know it's been a while, and we're really not going to talk about that. But guys, welcome to Skate. Oh my god guys, I can't believe that we are finally here. Welcome to my first ever recorded video on the new Skate 4, whatever you want to call it. Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about my honest opinions and thoughts on the game. I've been playtesting this game since late 2024, and I think it's about time that I give my thoughts and opinions on the game since we're now allowed to, and the game is releasing to you guys in literally less than a week from now, which is just so exciting. What better time than now to bring you guys a video critiquing the game and giving it praisal where it's due as well, because there are some things that I think need to be worked on in this game, and that's what we're going to spend this video discussing. So let's just get into the very first topic of the video, shall we? Now, it wouldn't be Skate if it didn't have the focal element of realistic skating, which I can confirm has truly been overhauled and completely evolved in this game. With the help of the flick it system, we are now able to control the speed of our kick flips and our heel flips, nollie flips, etc. I am so happy personally that EA and Full Circle have actually decided to bring the flick it system back, and it's truly amazing to see them innovate it in 2025. It actually gives realistic skate players an incentive to go back and hit a line that they have maybe previously hit before by doing a flip trick in a different speed. It actually adds that much variety to a sequence, it's insane. Looking at the screen gameplay right now, I am actually doing a different speed 360 inward heel flip. It's incredible to see the difference in the tricks and how they look when actually performing them for yourself as well. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, God damn Mystics, this is a lot to take in. Well, don't worry, it still feels like Skate at its core. If you have played Skate 1, 2 or 3, you can rest assured that you will pick this game up knowing exactly what you should do and what to do. It does not stray away from its roots too far in any way at all in terms of gameplay, and especially for realistic players. Now, tricklining in its own way does have a variation of its own in this game. However, it's very different from what we're used to in Skate 3. This time it feels a little bit different in terms of how you body flip. It's a lot slower and it's actually a little bit more difficult to get the timing down. However, it's definitely possible, and it's crazy to see what some of the players have already come up with in this game. I think there's a lot to be said for this playstyle as a whole, and I think it's only going to get better in time as people play the game and find new things and discover new ways to break the game for us to perform these crazy stunts. Now, skating around the city of San Amsterdam, or even going up onto the map, which we'll get into in a second, you may notice these purple icons. Now, these are called throwdowns, which are really the only forms of competitive that we have in Skate currently. I do feel as though that is going to change as the early access rolls out to the public over time. I definitely feel like this game is missing spot battles. It would be so cool as well if the player had to discover them, because it would definitely push the player to explore the map even more, and that is something that Full Circle has kind of stressed to the player, is that the map will be changing at some point, so you best explore it whilst you can. However, for comp, I think the fundamentals are there overall. I think it's just down to us as the community and the players to fully discover it and give it the life that it had in Skate 3. Once we do that, I think we really have a good chance of breathing something amazing into this, and I definitely think this is comparable to Skate 2 comp. However, again, that is probably going to change, seeing as Full Circle have already confirmed this is just going to be an ever-evolving game, and we already know that we're going to get dark slides in, unfortunately, Season 3. Why, Full Circle? Why would you wait this long? Fair enough. At least they're coming, and that's the important thing. But overall, this is basically comp in the game. I'm very sorry about that terrible gameplay as well. In short, my honest opinion on these playstyles is that they're only going to get better in time as more people pick up this game and join the community. It's down to us, the old Skate players of Skate 3 and the original Skate trilogy, to really just give this game a chance. I'm seeing so many people in the community not wanting to play this game because it's not Skate 3 and it doesn't feel like Skate 3, and my response to that is, why would you want it to? If you want something to move on, and things have got to move on, we need change, and we just need to give this a chance. But that being said, I don't think that these are fully developed yet, and I do think there are a lot of rooms for improvements that need to be made in order for this to be comparable to something like Skate 3. We need the inclusion of dark catches and dark slides. We need better hand plants. We need the body flips to be worked on potentially. But other than that, the fundamental core is there, and you won't be disappointed at all with what you're going to play on the 16th of September, 3 days from now. Okay, so the new Skate Games map consists of 4 districts, being Hedgemont, Goldcrest Village, Market Mile, and Brickswitch, which we do not have access to currently because they're still developing the challenges in that area. But these 3 areas that we have access to currently, you're able to level up from level 1 to level 10 by doing challenges that you can find in the map. Varying from different challenges and difficulties for the player, there is always something to do. Own the Spot returns in its own sort of way. Lines come back, which are very cool for realistic players wanting to get something in a quick succession. There is always something to do within the map, and there is never a time where I am bored when playing this game, knowing that there are loads of challenges left for me to complete. And Hall of Meat returns in the form of stunts, which is pretty cool, but it does lack a lot of the Hall of Meat elements that we players loved, like the bone breaking gifts for example. Anyway, you'll do all these challenges contributing to skate points, which you're then able to spend on product boxes, which allow the player to buy things for their skater for free. You don't have to spend any of your own money on this stuff, you just have to play the game and earn it. And there are so many customizable clothing options for you to express yourself in this game, leaving the possibilities truly endless. You can really express yourself better than you can in any other skate game in this early access so far. They've already confirmed full circle that they're going to be adding tattoos in at some point, so we'll be able to put tattoos on our skater to immerse ourselves even more in how we want to present ourselves in game. But as you can see, there are endless possibility options for t-shirts. This does also mean the same thing for trousers, shoes, and even skateboard decks, for example. You can obviously change the color of your grip tape in this game. It's not like Skate 3 where you have to import someone's skater to get the black box glitch and then change the color with the selected graphics that you've got. It's just not like that in this game. You're now actually able to select whatever color you want, providing you have unlocked it from completing the challenges. Now don't worry guys, challenges are able to be played in this game either by yourself or with other players or friends, depending on what you want to do. It's entirely your choice. Challenges don't take too long to complete in this game, and if one player completes every single task within the challenge that you're playing with potentially your friend, then all your friend would have to do is just collect the bearings that you're seeing on the screen right now. One thing to note about the challenges though in this game especially is that once you have done them all within the game, it runs off a 24-hour rotation, meaning if you complete the challenges within an hour, yes, that does unfortunately mean you've got to wait 20 more hours until you get a fresh set of new ones to do to earn more rewards. This is the only side of challenges that I don't particularly like because it can make the feel of the game very grindy. I think an easy way for Full Circle to fix this problem is by making the challenge rotation happen every 12 hours because it just means that players don't have to wait as long before they can do something else within the game that contributes towards their progression. But other than that, the challenges have a good flavour of variety and are actually really fun to do if you've been just non-stop skateboarding and fancy something a little bit different to do. Now, I gotta be honest, the replay editor in this game is actually poo. The format and overall layout of the replay editor isn't bad in this game. As you can see, holding square or X on your controller and clicking either left or right on the D-pad, we can change the camera angle of the replay editor. Here we can see we have an angle of the actual skateboard itself, and if we play the clip, we can clearly see the tricks that are being done in the sequence, and it does look very clean overall. However, there are literally no keyframes that you can add into the sequence so you can actually record it properly like you could in Skate 3. And if you move it a certain way, you can completely break the camera angle and it completely ruins your flow of even trying to record the clip in the first place. This is genuinely the one thing I think Full Circle and E8 really need to focus on and fix, because the replay editor just does suck currently. It's not good at all, and luckily they have confirmed that they will be fixing it eventually in the roadmap overall. We just got to be patient and give them the chance and time to do so. That being said though, I do think that the replay editor will eventually get there at some point, but in the current state that it's in, it really is not good. And if you want to use it in the same way that you could in Skate 3, for example, you might be a little bit disappointed. But you can in fact save clips and actually export clips with the replay editor. It still does its job in that way like it did in Skate 3. So there is that element in Skate 4 where you can create your clips and save them. It just isn't as good in this current build. Now jumping into the object dropper, it makes a return from Skate 3 and it gives us as many options as we did before. Now there are a fair few options to choose from, and much like Skate 3 we have a wide array of props to choose from. However, actually trying to get the object dropper to work is a little bit of a challenge itself at the minute, because it's very glitchy, and whenever you try to place one object down at the minute, at least on the PS5 build, it just tries to bring up loads of objects and it's quite broken at the minute. Anyway guys, that concludes this first video of Skate or Skate 4 on my channel. Please let me know what you guys thought down below in the comments section below. And are you guys going to be getting Skate on the 16th? I hope to see you all there on the 16th of September, ready to play. And I will see you guys, you know the drill now, over on the next video. Take care everyone, and have a fantastic time on the new Skate.